Can see me? One sec. Are we live? Am I just smiling? Am I live, guys? Let me just get some Y's when I'm live, because I've just been sitting here smiling. I'm live. Nice. Hi, everybody. My name is Jonathan Rose, and welcome to Masters in Trading Live. I get on here each day the market's open, go over the market, share some thoughts once in a while. We'll share our trade of the day. So I've been in Chicago. I got in the business in 1998. I've been trading for 27 years at some of the world's biggest exchanges. I literally get on here every day. We get on here 10 minutes early, say good morning in the chat, and then I get on, help in any way I can. This week and last week, we've been talking about 5 charts. And I really wanted to simplify my analysis to these 5 charts because we need confirmation, not from one of these charts, from each of these charts in order for us to be out of the woods. So that's what we're going to go over today. We're going to go over those 5 charts, and those charts, once we get a confirmation from each one of them, that's what we're using to see when we're out of the woods. So far, I think 3 of those 5 charts are giving us confirmation. I got the chat up like I do each time. Sorry about the little snafu this morning, but Telvin jumped in there and saved us nice and quickly. So thank you, Telvin. Let's go to the charts. Let's have some fun. The first thing that I want to talk to you about, because it's at a crucial level right now, is going to be the QQQ. The QQQ is the NASDAQ, the technology sector. I'm a big believer in daily highs and daily lows, weekly highs and weekly lows. Looky what we have here. Today, this bar, the high for today is 469.16. 469.16. The low from yesterday, 469.59. So right now, this is the crucial line in the sand for the entire trading day. Above this level, bullish. Below this level, bearish. For today, remember, this Friday, we have non-farm payroll. That is the biggest market-moving release of the month. So QQQ, we are at a critical level right here. Any kind of sustained trade underneath 469, bearish. Any sustained trade above 469, 470, we're going to try to be bullish. I don't know how bullish we're going to be, but use that as the crucial line in the sand. Keep it very simple. Let's go to the slide deck. Any trade ideas for non-farm? We'll get there. We certainly will get there. All right. Here are the 5 charts. I introduced these 5 charts last week. There was really great feedback on them. So let's go over them again and let's see how many of the 5 charts are telling us we're in the clear and it's okay to rally. Here's your 5 charts. I'm going to go through each one of them so they're super clear. The first chart is the VVIX. Guys, let me get a yes in the chat. Who's been following the VVIX? The VVIX is the VIX of the VIX. How volatile is the VIX? Well, go to check your VVIX. I love those Y's coming in the chat. VVIX. We're going to go over the VVIX. We're going to go over the yield curve. we're going to go over the VIX 9D. Laura said right when we get on, VIX 9D is up 10%. VIX 9D up, market down. We're going to go over that gold silver ratio. And then our good friend and new friend, Mr. Mub. Here we go. First one is the yield curve. I took this snapshot right before we got live today. What's going on with the yield curve right now? Let me get my trusty pen. Because April 2nd, Liberation Day. After Liberation Day, the yield curve. That is not a straight line, but it did straight line straight up. When the yield curve came off, market rallied. But again, look, it's getting strong again. Watch out. This is getting strong again. It's not trading down here. Down here is in the clear. So this one's being a little bratty. Chapman, do I still trade bond futures, or is the size volatility too big and bond stocks are better? I love bond futures, but we don't have a program that teaches bond futures, so I don't make videos on bond futures. Great question. But I love me some bond futures. Next one, gold silver ratio. Gold silver ratio. Now, why gold silver ratio? Again, Liberation Day. Liberation Day. Okay? Whatever happened on Liberation Day, again, not the straightest line, but you guys get it. We need Liberation Day moves to reverse. Gold silver ratio tried to reverse. Well, it looks like it's strengthening up once again. So we're going back to risk on, right? Yield curve was trying to come off. It reversed back to risk on, trouble. Gold silver tries to come off. It reversed back to risk on. MUB. We talked about the MUB. The MUB is a municipal bond ETF. Now, this was getting into a trouble area. Why we didn't want the MUB to trade much lower than this? If it did, this would not be a tariff issue. This would turn into a credit issue. We don't want a credit issue. That would be bad, right? MUB, strong. MUB, behaving well. MUB is getting the memo that it's okay to rally. Very, very cool. Risk on, risk off. So the MUB is telling us, okay, we can rally, guys. We're not going to have a credit issue. Nice. What else? The VVIX. The VVIX is the VIX of the VIX. The VVIX, risk on. Risk on. Trouble. April 2nd, straight up. Trouble. Market goes down. But what's happening now? The VVIX is reversing. The VVIX is giving permission for the market to rally. Richard, great comment. Richard noticed the last 3 times the MUB bounced up from 102, 103. There was a nice rally over the last. Richard, go back even further. Okay? Risk on, risk off. Every time the MUB rallies like this, the market's going to rally because it's risk off. Whenever volatility spikes, the trade turns into very, very binary outcomes. Either risk on or risk off. That's why we want to get creative. That's why we want to follow these different ways to get color on the overall market. Finally, the last one, and this one is the one I'm most concerned with, guys. Eddie, thanks, buddy. So VIX 9D stays here. This is the VIX 9D. The VIX 9D, it's not really a product. You can't trade options on it. But what it is, it's just, why'd you write vid? Silly goose. I didn't mean to erase everything, but come on. So the VIX is 30 days. The VIX 9D, it's literally, it's just the first 30 days. So the VIX 9D is the VIX. You could think of it like the final 21 because the VIX 9D holds those 9 days. This is where we want to be for the rally. This is not where we want to be for the rally. So VIX 9D right now, I want to pull up a live chart for you guys for this one. QQQ is right up to yesterday's low. VIX 9D, guys, we need it down. It's trying. Let's look on shorter term. I'm going to look 15-day, 30 minutes. Looks like we need a little bit more time to see where it's been. It's trying, guys. We need it lower. I would say use 25, 23 for that confirmation for the rally. But for short-term traders, guys, please watch this VIX 9D. James, hey, buddy, I'll get to your question right now. You mean when the market risk is seen to be decreasing, the MUB rallies, it gives permission to buy risk on. So here are our 5 charts, okay? The yield curve, let's say it's giving confirmation, okay? It's come off pretty good. The MUB, it's rallied pretty good. VVIX even, it's come down from 180, it's trading 110. Gold, silver's come off a little bit. Here's what I'm worried about. We need the confirmation from that VIX 90. Now, all 4 of these, I'm making the assumption that they're going to continue giving that positive confirmation. But obviously, this changes if the MUB trades 101, if VVIX trades 150 or 160, if the yield curve steepens really hard. Okay? So that's what we're looking at right now. The one that didn't give us the confirmation is this sucker right here. Is VIX 9D. Right there. That's an arrow, by the way. That's a mouse-written arrow. Okay? Hey, James, does that make sense? We want the confirmation from all of these in order for that rally to occur. All right, guys, I'm going to move on. Navi, you're on here, right? Yeah, Dale, I can hit you in Discord with that. Really great post from Navi that I wanted to share with everybody before we hop off. And I'm just going to go through it. If you're able to, hopefully you'll stay on, hang out with me. But I've been trading from the pits of Chicago. I've done nothing else. So coming from a professional background, I'm always trying to simplify how I teach. So Navi and I were going back and forth. And let me just read this. If you're asking the major difference between your program and the others, I have to say there's a learning curve. The trading lingo held me back for a while. The previous services I used didn't have any kind of live component. So when you say, JR, go long on the 25 strike, once in a while I'd have some questions. Navi's advice, if you're willing to attend class and do the homework, you're going to have a very hard time making money by just doing the assignments. I also feel like to truly get the program to work, a good understanding of straddles and strangles is necessary. It's the combination of trades on both sides that is key to making friends with volatility. Your program is definitely a higher level than others out there and is perfect for what I need to expand my trading knowledge. Plus your Thinkorswim tools are top notch. So awesome feedback, guys. I really appreciate the feedback. The takeaway for you guys is, for one, I've been trading my whole life. I do have to get better at simplifying things for those with no trading experience. I don't come from a marketing background, so when I get on here and teach, I'm just talking like I normally do. So that is something that I've got to get better at. Also, the reason why we have a trading community, and if you guys aren't in our trading community, I really hope you're in some kind of community out there, because there's a lot to follow. We all have questions. We all want confirmation that we're doing things correctly, because we are risking our hard-earned money. That's really the benefit of a community. It just keeps you in check. Hey, are you watching this trade? JR said go long the 25 strike. I don't understand what that means. Does that mean calls? Does that mean puts? The whole idea is to work together, to grow together. So Navi, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. We're doing a monthly special for the first time. It's always been an annual membership to join Masters in Trading. If you're interested, you can call the number on the screen, 1-800-304-5601, to learn more and how you can be part of this awesome community. Navi, thank you so much for sharing. Hopefully you guys liked today's Masters in Trading Live, and hopefully you're going to be following those 5 charts going forward. What we do now is, everybody in our all access portion, we switch over. I open up the Discord and we go over our live portfolio. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Everybody in all access, we'll be right back.